Hail Guardians, CODomites and gaming lovers of all generations, it's Mr. B, YouTube's best kept secret and the greatest gaming god in the world. And yes, it would seem that I'm the last of the review party with my review of COD Modern Warfare. However, because of all the hoopla and the shenanigans, I waited until I'd unlocked every gun in the game and played enough of this title to be able to give an honest opinion without resorting to jumping on some twunt's bandwagon. And if you don't know what a twunt is, then as the old saying goes, Google that bastard. So here we go, without any further ado and all the bullshit to one side, I'd like to present to you my review of Tryarchs Games' Call of Claymore Modern Campfest. And yes, I did just rip off 402 Thunder. It's a fucking awesome name. Anyway, here we go. So, first things first, I have to divulge that I am not a CODomite. In fact, COD has always been an enigma to me. I've always wanted to get good at it, but was never able to keep up with the Twitch kiddies, as they seem to have the series on lockdown. The latest iteration, however, has the Adderall-riddled, Red Bull-fueled Twitch kiddies going batshit crazy as it introduces a more tactical, slower, more thoughtful version of gameplay. This, however, has had a negative effect on the PvP side of things, because it appears that the majority of CODomites have zero tactical awareness and therefore resort to sitting in a single room clutching a 7.25 shotgun or an M4 like a baby clutches its titty bottle as they wait for some duck-walking scumbucket to show the face. Because of this, COD PvP has turned into a cesspit of hatred, camping and toxic intentions at levels never before seen. It's fucking wonderful! You see, as an OG gamer, my reaction speeds are not what they used to be, and in all truth, even at the very best, my skills was akin to a drunken slug trying to get away from a swooping vulture. But because of the slower gameplay, this means I can use my tactical prowess to bait, trick and entice these little eager flies into my web of claymore destruction. Granted, it doesn't always work, but when it does, it's bloody amazing. This is the first COD where I have actually managed to go positive in a game of team deathmatch, which is practically unheard of, and that makes me happy. Very happy, and smug. Let's not forget smug. However, it does sadly appear that the PvP scene is about to change for the worst, in my opinion, as Tryarchs gets verbally bitch-slapped from pillar to post by said Twitch kiddies and COD pros who are seriously butthurt. But as it stands right now, I'm loving the PvP side of things, despite having a ton of legitimate problems that have nothing to do with the playstyle. Let's break down these problems into different sections, just to make it easier. First off is the guns. Don't get me wrong here, the gunplay is fantastic, each weapon feels, looks and sounds amazing. However, a meta soon appeared straight after launch because despite there being a fair few weapons, the M4 assault rifle and the .725 shotgun are the only weapons the majority tend to use. This is simply because the M4 shoots like a fucking laser beam and the 725 shotgun has a one-shot kill range of an SMG, which can be extended as well with some leveling. On top of this, the lethal grenade of choice appears to be the ever-faithful Claymore, as when linked with a perk like Restock, you can literally lock down a section of the map and bait people to keep running into Claymores over and over again, which I must admit is incredibly fun. This distinctive meta leads to one-dimensional playstyle, which leaves you with one or two choices. Go with the meta and get bored, or get owned like a blow-up sex doll in a home for diseased perverts. That's not to say the better skilled players can't diverge from the meta. It's just that the average player, me and you, or me, I'm not saying you're average, but let's just assume you are, your destiny's pretty much preordained until Tryarchs does something about the weapon balancing, which, let's face it, the game is in serious need of. The other problem as well is the skill-based matchmaking. I don't know about you, but personally, I don't want to be in a sweaty match over and over and over and over again. I don't mind being beat by better players, but I want to be matched with better players and people I can stomp on. because then you get that nice little high feeling. It's just the way it is, it's the way it should be. It should be connection based, not skill based. I don't want to be matched with some Arab or some bloody Yank who's sat across his pond who's been playing COD for the last 50 years because it's just sweat. I can't be doing with that. I want someone I'm matched with, someone down the road from me, preferably a noob that I can stomp on and have some fun with. So I've heard there are sort of possibly going back to connection based and leaving skill based for the more competitive side of things, but that remains to be seen. The next issue, problem numero what's Spanish for? Problem number 2, the maps. I don't think in the history of COD the maps have been this poorly designed ever. Aesthetics aside, because they do look beautiful, they literally have zero floor to them, and every single map has more campsites than fecking center parks. One map in particular has a bridge right across the middle which is so high it overlooks both spawn points, one of which has fuck all cover to it. As you can imagine, that means for one team there is a very frustrating loop of spawn, run 3 feet, die, repeat. Who in their right mind would create such an obvious flaw? Better yet, what fucking moron playtested this map and said, yes, that is perfect. Every single map has similar problems, and that just adds to the toxic playstyle, and unfortunately, it's a playstyle that most CODomites gravitate to. Having said all that, there is a serious platform here that has the potential to be something truly special. It would mean Treyarch would have to sack their map makers and playtesters, or preferably to many CODomites right now, throw them off a roof into a vat of boiling oil. Personally, I really don't get the logic of COD dev teams. Surely they would just bring in some big names of the franchise that play COD day in day out to consult on new map designs. Or is using common sense just too much to ask from devs these days? Can't get me bloody words out. What do you think? Get in the comment section. You tell me if common sense has completely gone from PvP gaming these days. It blows my mind. Anyway, on a brighter note, there are some really fun game modes in COD at the moment, especially things like the NVG or Night Vision Goggle mode, which is a form of realism with no minimap, no hit markers, no arcade style effects, no like grungy metal every time you capture a point or whatever. And everything is lit up using, well, night vision goggles. I love this game mode, as it actually involves using tactics like looking for laser beams which only show when someone aims down sights. On top of the night vision goggle mode, there is also kill confirmed, an old favourite, realism, which is like NVG but without the night vision goggles. Does that make sense? Yeah, I get it makes sense. Gunfight, which is a 2v2 elimination game mode that is quite tense, and a few objection-based modes like domination, search and destroy, as well as headquarters and things like that. So there's quite a decent array. There's obviously team deathmatch and free-for-all, which, to be quite honest, you have to be sadomasochistic if you wanted to go into. You must enjoy being a sex doll, because you just get pummeled constantly. Especially from campers, especially when you play COD how it's meant to be played. But yeah, I'd leave them two good modes alone, but the other modes can be seriously fun, especially with friends. The one game mode for me that is the most polarizing is Ground War. It's a Battlefield-esque or light, large-scale battle mode, which involves a 32-a-side snipe fest, basically, that can either be super fun or super frustrating. Campers and snipers make up 90% of each team, as the rest try and get around the map to take on each point. To be honest, this mode deserves a solid pat on the head and a nice try, but it's not quite there. It's nice to see Tryarchs try and compete with Battlefield, especially when Battlefield is struggling right now, but it's just missing certain quality notes. The straight fact is that DICE has been doing Battlefield longer, and they know what they're doing, so unless Tryarchs manages to put some of DICE's devs, which would be nice, I very much doubt they'll be able to turn Ground War into anything but a reminder that a better game exists. But that's the PvP side of things. And at the end of the day, there's one other side of things that needs to be... It needs its own separate part of a review, because unlike Black Ops 4, there is a single player campaign, and it actually does deserve a mention. Normally a COD campaign is some sort of linear experience full of cliche tropes and enough cinematic explosions to make Michael Bay blush. In COD Modern Warfare Remastered, whatever it's COD Modern Warfare 2, in the newest iteration of COD Modern Warfare, the story is very engaging, with some moments that definitely flirt with the line of what is acceptable and what isn't in polite society. There's one point where I was actually wondering if the character I was controlling was about to get raped, and for me that was truly uncomfortable. Things like this I actually applaud, and I'd certainly give my round of applause to Tryarchs for not shying away for such storylines and mechanics, which really makes you question just how much love mankind deserves as a species. From a gaming perspective, there are some really cool sections, of one of which is actually an NVG, a night vision goggles stealth mission, which involves you taking out street lights as you go along, so you don't get detected. Really, really clever, and the graphics are superbly done. Everything is voice acted really well. The story works really well. There's all sorts of different characters. Captain Price is obviously back. We all remember Captain Price, the fun-loving twat that he is. But all in all, the single player, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I personally did it. I did my first run on normal, just to get through the story, and the second run hard. If you want something that's going to test your abilities, try hard, because the ads actually do what they're meant to do. They try and flank you. They're actually quite intelligent, which is something you don't see often in single player games, especially nowadays. It's all like easy peasy shit, like super dumb AI, but the AI on hard difficulty in COD are really, really dialed in. On a whole, yes, look, I get why the CODomite community is losing their fucking minds over the PvP side of things. I mean, there was even reports of one pro COD gamer actually turning the game off halfway through stream because he didn't want to play it anymore. It's not his COD. Ah, bless him, the fucking little troglodyte. I mean, it must be truly devastating to be challenged to use your tactical prowess, only to find that you have none, which is what seems to be winding the CODomites up. However, I get what Tryarchs was going for here. A Rainbow Six style tactical shooter with quick TTKs and slow methodical gameplay. It was a brave choice, especially with this franchise. But it's seemingly backfired, and it's now being changed to soothe the chaffed arses of the COD community. Do I think it's worth the price of admission? Yes, for once I actually do. I've had at least 100 hours of fun with this game, including completing the campaign twice, and spending at least 60 hours in PvP. Listen, this is certainly a platform Tryarchs can build on, and if they get it right, COD Modern Warfare could go down as one of the best ever, but they've got to really now make their steps. They really concentrate on what they're going to do for the future. I mean, let's face it, if Sledgehammer can fix World War II, Tryarchs can really do something with this game. The platform, the foundations are there. And if it goes on sale, or if you haven't picked it up yet, and if it goes on sale on Black Friday, I would definitely be picking it up. That's my thoughts on COD Modern Warfare. What do you think? Get in the comment section and let me know. And if you've made it this far, don't forget to leave a hashtag #Tata for now in the comment section to show your love for Mr. B. Mr. B, YouTube's best kept secret. Until next time, my friends, that's all from me. Ta-ta for now.